Hey dear football fans, and welcome to Locker Room on Voice of the People Television. I am your host, Jerry Alpelio, and today we're diving headfirst into the heart of the beautiful game of football, and I've got my football gurus talking about James alongside David with me in the studio. And together we have my wife virtually joining us as we are about to break down the latest football drama. Everything from electrifying matches to jaw-dropping controversies. And guys, great to have you guys in the studio once again. Ahead of the Derby weekend.
Good evening, Jerry. Good evening, James. Yeah. And good evening to Nigerians and the rest of the world that are watching at this time. It's another beautiful time to talk football. And yes, an amazing weekend for everyone who believes it's going to be amazing for them. Because for me, it will be a beautiful weekend.
All right. I hope it will not be the blue half. Yeah. It will not be a blue weekend.
Why are you playing much on that?
I keep it
a very good evening to you guys in the studio and also to our viewers. Very good evening to you guys. The weekend has started. The Friday feeling is here already. Yes, we have a beautiful, a good one tomorrow to look out for. That's the Manchester derby for the Community Shield. It's actually going to be a good one, a tough one also. But let's not forget the inconsistency of Pep Guardiola in the beginning of seasons. And let's not forget he has failed to win the trophy in the past 2 years against Arsenal. So let's see if Manchester United can continue that route. Or there will be change
in the spirit of that.
There will be change in the system of.
I think 2 seasons ago, Liverpool beat them.
Yes, the Arsenal won them last year. So they've lost it in the last 2 times.
I think you not like lightning to strike twice. You can strike twice. Well, and this is the same opponent that beat them in the FA Cup final.
I'm sure by this time tomorrow we'll know what's that. I think the match for tomorrow is 3 p.m. So
I hope your phones will reach you. I would like to be thoughtful.
Surely, yeah.
I don't want anybody to go offline.
If Banta was a human being, this is one standing.
Definitely you're with us. I know you're excited. You're pumped up for the weekend. Talking about the Manchester Derby in the Community Shield game, all the way to start the season in England.
It's always amazing to be here. I'm looking forward to the Derby. It's a good time to see what the Hag has in store, and it's also a good time to see what Guardiola has planned out. However, you're always a Manchester United case. Probably will disappoint you tomorrow, and probably just win the Community Shield. Previously they said if you win the Community Shield, that means you are not going to do well, in the season. Probably you should allow Man City win, and that would be an indication that they will not do well.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win for both Manchester clubs.
They are saying Man United wins. That means the season will not be good for them.
For Man City.
For Man City.
Oh, for Man United.
For Man United. If they win.
Then the Man City wins. It's not going to be a good one for Man City. So right now it is famous.
Okay. Unfortunately, it might not be that way. The thing is that if Ten Hag wins the Community Shield, he is someone like when he will just win one thing and just make you guys keep quiet. Even when things start going wrong, you will not say anything. Because we'll get to the aspect of the Manchester Derby. There are a lot of things I want to unveil. Talk about what if Manchester United hear what I have to say, their fans, they're going to have doubts ahead of that match.
About Liverpool now.
Liverpool is not playing tomorrow now. Calm down. Liverpool is not playing Community Shield. Let's start on the whole front.
I cannot believe you did that.
Let's start on the whole front with the start of the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Less than a month away, the Nigerian Football Federation is still undecided on who will take over as the interim coach of the Super Eagles, because that's what it's looking like since they've not made a big decision. And according to reports, the NFF is under pressure to appoint a coach quickly following the departure of Finidi George, who left after the qualifiers, talking about the World Cup qualifiers, where he lost to Benin Republic and played the draw against South Africa. And the race has narrowed down to 2 main contenders, talking about Saint-Faith soon, and he has expedited the process with hopes of making a decision by next week to ensure the team is well prepared for the crucial matches ahead. So it's a big one as far as the saga for the NFF saga. Would I say the Super Eagles coach gate? Because that's what it's looking like. It's looking like a saga that has continued for the past
7 months.
7 months.
I think it's a good way to coin the acronym. Super Eagles Coach Gates.
Yeah, coach.
We've had several gates that we did
What do you make of the names you are hearing
the
now?
funny thing you
Eguavoen,
said
Amokachi.
before the names that you even mentioned, towards the end of the story, you made mention of NFF president making sure they are adequately prepared for the forthcoming games. Which adequate preparation are they making, please?
That was a PRO speech.
They had over 7 months to make adequate preparation.
Oh, my.
Now that we have just less than 1 month, 3 weeks. What's the adequate preparation? Please explain. I mean, there's another meaning for adequate preparation.
Preparation is the fact that they will give us an interim coach in the person of Eguavoen and Daniel Amokachi. Interestingly, we wait to see what they can deliver. I mean, that way at least they can die down the tension of we are taking a return.
I think it's looking like the way I said it. I told you that for the 2 games that we have in September, they will put an interim manager. That will start for the 2 matches. And towards the end of September, we have CSA take over in the month of November. And it's looking like it.
Wait,
it's looking like
it's
it.
just pay this man. But say
No,
there's somebody. There's is telling you, told you something that we don't know. Do you have CSA's contacts?
Let me be serious.
No.
I'm not in support of CSA taking over the job.
Okay.
But when you look at what the NFF are doing, and when you look at the amount of traveling they have done, the amount of interviews they've done, the amount of meetings they've gone to London, and they have not still gotten a result, it's playing in my head that this part just using now to waste time. Then they'll come back and give CSA the job because it's not available currently. That's why they're not giving him a job. I think they were serious about getting a coach. Come on now, how long will it take you to get a coach? You not tell me that it take you 7 months and you'll be looking for a coach and you're not getting a coach. They were in search of coach before they put Finidi. Finidi he didn't even last for up to a month. They sacked him and since then they've not gotten a coach.
Oh, no, Finidi resigned.
Oh, it's the same thing. The same water pack color plus resign plus sack all of the same thing that left. When you look at it for 7 months and they have not been able to get somebody, what do you think they are planning?
When Mourinho left Chelsea the first time, they said he left by mutual consent. Mutual consent or on consent. He sacked. You were told to go.
Even Pochettino that left Chelsea at the end of last season, mutual consent. At the end of the day, he left.
They don't fire you. That is this.
But you know the story we know in the open that came out to us is that Finidi resigned, and NFF are saying we are not aware that he resigned.
Yes.
So the part of the sack looks like an internal thing.
Yeah.
That's quite a number of Nigerians don't know. But here's the thing: Amokachi Eguavoen, interim, we'll see how that goes. But one thing is certain: 1 foot is out of the World Cup. Some miracles will have to happen, and miracles do happen in.
You prepare
November.
for miracles. If you are not prepared, miracles won't come.
Yes.
I don't understand. If you don't go to church for miracles, or you don't pray to God, or you don't fast, where is the miracle coming from?
You are not fasting. You are eating, and you are misbehaving. You are living in sin, and you are expecting miracles. She is expecting miracles for people who are not praying, who are even in depth, inside sin. I don't understand.
They are swimming.
Well, it's very simple. There's this popular saying, heaven help those that help themselves. I think we have not helped ourselves as the NFF has not helped Nigeria. And again, I want to take shot at Guzau again. When he was reading the written statement by the PR team, he forgot to skip the part of adequate preparation. What is adequate in this preparation? I mean, he shows that somebody wrote the speech for him. He didn't even vet it. He just went out and started reading the speech. Right. And that's it. Because, I mean, if you have vetted it, you will not come out and say adequate preparation when it took you 7 months. And we have not even seen the end of it. I've said it over and over again. Myself and James, we've said it here. I think they want to hire something here, and that's why they are wasting time. I don't think they are serious about hiring any foreign coach at all. They are just throwing out the names so that people will think that they are doing anything tangible. And I wanted to correct something James said the other time. He said they did interview. This NFF, they've not interviewed anybody. They have not interviewed anybody. And it's just the truth. They have not interviewed anybody. They have not.
No. You know why I said mention of interview? There was a particular time they said they went to London to make that they met somebody that wowed them that was going to build this team around the 30-year-old Leon Balogun. It came out. And we are yet to talk about it.
Okay, I think it's the PRO. Right? When you're trying to defend
I'm not defending the point.
When you are trying to talk about the NFF in a good light, it looks awkward.
No, please, so there's nothing good to defend. The matter.
James, the thing is this: you will agree with me that, I mean, all of us, we have been in paid employment, and when we are going for interview, our employer did not come to our house to interview us. So for them to go to London,
the figure level.
Yeah, there are some employers.
Figure level.
There's some employees that have levels. They will come to your house and ask for your hand.
No. The one that they went to meet that said they want to build this team around Leon Balogun, that does not have levels.
I think the search for coach is more like a man looking for a wife. That's how it has become. So they are going about to look for a wife. It's not like they're going to beg you, come and answer my name.
I mean, the thing is this: they just decided that they wanted to go and spend the weekend in London,
right?
And spend the money that CAF gave them, and that's what they just did. I mean, they can't even tell us the name of the person, the so-called person that gave them PowerPoint presentation. The same PowerPoint presentation that you can do on Zoom or you can do on Google Meet or whatever it is, and you can sit down in your office and look at the presentation. They travel to London
and give yourself some respect
to go and see PowerPoint presentation that somebody wants to build a team around 36 years old. I've said it over and over again. These guys don't know what they are doing, and even the speech alone, the statement the NFF president read, shows how incompetent they are in that board. I mean, how can somebody write a speech for you and put adequate preparation, and you are coming out to read that preparation? Where you know
But then again, let's look at it from this angle, right? So Eguavoen most likely with Amokachi, who are already in the technical department of the NFF, seem to be the ones that possibly would have piled up the names that will be used for the next games. That's against maybe South Africa or so.
If you want to
so
put yourself,
that for them might be what they call, quote unquote, adequate preparation.
Yeah, if you want to put yourself in the NFF situation, I think going for Eguavoen and Amokachi is the option that they have found themselves. Why
I will not defend, why I cannot even take side with the NFF is why did it take them this long? To get a coach is not something. It's not like you are going to Eguavoen Forest. Okay, even in the 90s, I don't think it took them this long.
Let's look at the mathematics.
Yes.
The NFF has told us they don't have the money. Let's say there's no money. And the thing is that when you are going to buy something in the market and they send the person that has the money will tell you go and price it. So when you now price it, you now I've seen the phone. I've seen the phone I want to buy. They say it's 300K. You now say, no, that one is too expensive. Go and look for one on 150. You will go around the whole market when you see one on 150, but it doesn't have the quality. Say, you know what? Go tomorrow. I have somebody I have called who says he has a cheaper one.
My goodness.
That's what
happens to you when you don't have money, when you are going to look
that's
for.
What the NFF has turned us into.
That's what the NFF is
the biggest brand in Nigeria.
It's football. Let's put it this way as well. You know, it's interesting also that the same NFF put out this job
online.
See, they came out to tell us that over 500.
Let me tell you.
Applied. So of the 500, one decided
they
that
cannot pay one. They cannot pay one. They can't pay one.
So the remaining.
The mistake NFF is making in situations like this, first of all, you go and look for the money first. If you know you don't have money, don't go about and deceiving yourself.
Jerry, do you believe people don't even have money to pay?
They don't have the money, that's the truth. The money they have has already been budgeted for personal use. That's the truth.
And that's what you will say.
They don't have money, that's the truth. The money they have is not for coach. It's for personal use and for mosquitoes and for certain other things.
Over $1 million is not for...
The money has not come yet. Let's not forget to be paid through the CBN. And when the CBN sends the money, it will go through...
You and I know that the CBN can give the NFF
that money
on loan.
Why would they give them the money?
Because there's an expectant figure coming in from CAF.
Figure coming in.
Which is never going to be held back.
With the way the economy is, you really advise the CBN to be wasting money.
But the CBN gives federal government and the likes.
Federal government has plans. They know what they want to do with money.
It doesn't mean they make comments.
So the NFF does not apply.
CBN giving NFF money is the waste.
Yes, the money will go through the wind.
Wow.
The highest they will do is to see if to the NFF in this, you will give me the account number of the coach. I will send it direct. I will not send it through the NFF. Definitely not.
Just look at what the NFF has done.
That would be a
what they have
mistake.
turned our biggest brand into. We are turned us a bunch of jokers.
Anyway,
7 months down the drain, we are wasting our time. I don't even have
on this.
Yes,
the task force has not been
But it's sad,
tomorrow
very
we'll
sad,
shift. Be sad now.
and we hear that there's infighting, talking about some in between the NFF officials over who should be the next coach of the Super Eagles. 6 weeks after finishing the judge's resignation, the Nigerian Football Federation is still struggling to decide on a new coach for the Super Eagles. And sources within the organization revealed that top officials are having sleepless nights over the choice, with some opposing the selection of Eric Chell, and those who are on the side of David say hi. And of course, Chell is a former Mali coach, has an impressive wins percentage of 79%, and is considered a strong contender for the job. However, a rival faction led by a former top official in the federation is pushing for Tom Saintfiet, a former coach of the Gambia. That's those on Maiwa's side. And the opposition group argues that Saintfiet has a proven track record and can help the Super Eagles improve their scoring ratio. However, Chelsea supporters point out that he has a better win percentage and knowledge of African football. And of course, that's the decision that has become an issue. Saintfiet and Eric Chell. For me, I think they are not even good enough.
That's all.
It's unfortunate. Mario, are you on the part of Saintfiet still, or are you Eric Chell born?
Well, the thing is very simple. The person that said that Chell is very vast in African football, I think the person doesn't know what he's saying. The person that has less than 3 years experience coaching a national team, played only 5 times for Mali. I imagine the number of games he played in those 3 years, and they are saying he has 79% win ratio and the rest of that, and that's the best person they want to hire for us. I mean, the CV is already there. I don't think he has the quality to handle our team. For Saintfiet, yes, he might not have achieved anything in terms of his coaching run in Africa. All the countries he has coached, I don't think he has achieved anything significant for them. However, he has a deep knowledge of African football. Between the two evils, I'd rather go for a Saintfiet who has toured the length and breadth of Africa and knows the nitty-gritty of different countries in Africa while coaching them.
Right.
However, for me personally, if I had to put in my own choice, I'd rather say instead of hiring those two, we have coaches in our league that probably do the same, that probably offer the same result that these guys will offer. Why do we want to waste money? And also note that these same guys, they're asking for a ridiculous amount. A Saintfiet is talking about $100,000.
He has denied it. He said it's not true. That he's being asked for 100,000. Somebody in the NFF has inflated the figure.
I said it
so
yesterday.
that they will collect their percentage. Saintfiet has denied that he didn't ask for 100,000.
I said it yesterday. That money they even seen Arena not to collect, that almost 300 million naira.
It was also inflated.
It's inflated because the NFF, we know them, the track
record. So it shows that they are the weapon fashion against Nigerian football.
No wonder,
those in the NFF.
No wonder you said you would pay the money direct if you had the CBN.
Yes, that's the truth. Because the coach will tell them he wants $20,000. They will tell the whole world that the coach says he wants 60. So they will pocket 40. 20 will go to the coach. That's the situation we find ourselves. That's why the issue of foreign coaches become an issue, because someone was even asking, why are they afraid of Emmanuel Amuneke? Because if you look at the CV of Emmanuel Amuneke head to head with these guys, I think Amuneke has won the Under-17 World Cup, which none of these coaches have. Remember Eric Chell. And he has taken Tanzania to the African Nations, qualified them, a lowly rated Tanzania, and he played at the Nations Cup. True. So what else? I think he's even better than Saintfiet for me. As far as he has won that 17 World Cup, already gives him an edge. And he has played at the highest level, played at the 1994 World Cup, played for FC Barcelona. He was one of the best wingers during his time. So he has everything that beats even all of these two coaches. So I don't know why nobody is talking about him. It's unfortunate.
They know they cannot bring a local coach that would say he wants to collect $50,000. And
Amuneke will not take rubbish.
Of course.
Will not take rubbish.
Yeah, he knows what's going on.
I think it's not even about the money for Amuneke right now.
Yes,
the money is there, but they know for a fact that he will not keep quiet. Definitely. When they go on doing things,
they need people they want to control.
It's not going to be business as usual. I mean, Amuneke, for all that I can remember, would be very vocal
and very professional.
If I tell you I'm going to take $20,000, it's going to be 20,000, and I'm going to tell the world this is what I'm taking. So they know all of this will
pass that month end.
Now what for you?
You must see the alert.
Now what for
before
you?
the next game.
I mean, David, the thing is this: it's very simple. Like we are very rightly established. There is a vested interest in bringing in a foreign coach, and that's just the honest truth. If you look at, we were talking about some couple of days ago, we were talking about the 50 million naira that they were paying Finidi. If you convert that to dollars, if at the end of the year we'll be paying less than $60,000 for a whole year, and we have a local coach that will be able to think our national team. Emmanuel Amunike is a Nigerian. It's in Nigeria here. If we want to pay him, even maybe we want to pay him, let's say 20 million naira, that's still less than $10,000. This will not cost us much, and we have somebody in Nigeria here. Instead of us running a tasketa and trying to go and drag a coach that we cannot.
Someone with better CV.
I mean, we have a local coach here. We will not be sourcing for FX. We'll be paying him locally, and we'll be able. And our Super Eagles, we have a direction. But however, because some people are interested in, should I shock you? Should I shock you? When we wanted to bring in Parcero the other time, somebody in the NFF acted as an agent for Parcero, and he got a cut on what they gave Parcero when they were signing him. And that's something that they want to do again. It's just unfortunate that we found ourselves.
I mean, just like he has established, it wouldn't cost the NFF $10,000 every other month to have Amunike. But unfortunately,
if I'm Amunike, I will not even collect $10,000.
For the love of the country, for the love of the sport. No, I'm getting at something.
This same NFF Super
I'm talking about the sports.
Let me tell you, the way the Super Eagles is being treated is not treated like Super Eagles that is owned by Nigerians.
At all.
This NFF have hijacked the Super Eagles to be their own property. They are managing it as if it's their own personal property. They've forgotten that these guys are supposed to be representing Nigerians. But unfortunately, these Super Eagles have been hijacked by some cabals who call themselves NFF.
Cabals everywhere.
The cabals everywhere. In the oil industry, you meet cabals. Education sector, you meet cabals.
Telecommunication.
The Super Eagles, NFF.
Super Eagles, you go see me
the cabals. Cabals, please, like the cabals
NFF is even worse, safe.
It's a stinking situation.
Because 7 months down the drain, nothing to show for it. And you are coming to.
Anyway, the official match days for the Super Eagles opening 2025 AFCON qualifiers against Benin Republic and Rwanda are now known as the Super Eagles will welcome Benin Republic, who stunned the 3-time African champions 2-1 in the 2026 World Cup qualifier in June on Saturday, September 7 in Uyo. Mark that day, September 7, the Super Eagles will be playing Benin Republic. And the Eagles will then travel to take on Rwanda in a second qualifier 3 days later. Rwanda lead the 2026 World Cup qualifying group that also has the Super Eagles and Benin. And they have 6 points from 4 matches, same points as Benin, but with a superior goals difference. The Super Eagles are second from bottom with 3 points after 4 rounds of matches. That is the situation they find themselves. And of course, away from that, we hear that midfielder Alassane Yusuf is set to join fellow Super Eagles star Chidozie Awaziem in the Major League Soccer, talking about the MLS. Yusuf, who shone at his debut AFCON earlier this year, is now set to conclude his transfer from Belgian club side Royal Antwerp to New England Revolution in the MLS. The versatile midfielder is now to undergo a routine medical in Europe, a contract for 3.5 years, according to the reports. And Alassane played 116 matches for Antwerp, and he scored 4 goals and made 7 assists. Fantastic player. He did very well, decently well for himself at the Nations Cup, and we hope that his move to the US will not deny him opportunities.
It's Nigeria. I mean, the NFF also do not even have a standard when it comes to calling of players with the Super Eagles. If somebody can play in some leagues in Africa,
in Tanzania,
and then you're calling such person to go and play in the Super Eagles. I mean, it looks more like, I mean, the MLS is like heaven. If you're going to compare to the the league that some players are.
Tanzania League.
Okay, I'm not going to go that line with you. But then here's the thing: Alassane, a fantastic player, he shone brightly at the Nations Cup, but leaving Europe for the MLS. That goes to speak a whole lot.
That's dangerous.
I mean, I don't know if it's the money really, but I think honestly,
It's definitely the money, bro.
staying in Europe would have also helped you do more and be more competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's look,
funny how young he is. He's a very young girl.
20, 30 minutes game time in Europe is far better than consistent games in the MLS. I'm sorry, no disrespect to the MLS, but truth be told, if you need this recognition to do better, even in Europe, I think you need to, be in the eyes of the people that sees football as it is. More like the reasons why I say the likes of Victor Osimhen should not go to a club that is not playing in the Champions League. I'm sorry. Anything lesser than that, you're just messing yourself up. So for me, again, I say that the MLS, maybe for the money, yes, it's cool. But for the real football itself, the value of football, I mean, I'm sorry. Antwerp is far better than going to the
We wish him the best.
We wish him all the best. Let's talk about the biggest one on the show today. It's all about the Manchester derby, which is set to kick off at the Wembley Stadium tomorrow as Manchester City face off against Manchester United in the Community Shield. The Manchester derby is set to take place on Saturday with Manchester City facing off against Manchester United in the Community Shield. This will be the third time the two teams are clashed in this competition, with Manchester United holding 2-0 advantage in their previous meetings. Okay, the match is also significant as it marks the 8th time in the history of the Community Shield that the teams have met, and after playing each other in the previous season's FA Cup final, Manchester United have won the FA Cup 7 times in this scenario, with Manchester City's only victory coming in 2018. Manchester City are looking to win their first Community Shield title since 2018, while Manchester United are seeking to win their 5th consecutive title and 22nd overall. Both teams have a strong record in this competition, with Manchester United being the most successful team with 21 titles. Okay, the records are there. It shows that Manchester United have the upper hand on the head-to-head in terms of number of titles when it comes to the Community Shield. But that's not to say that when the Manchester derby comes calling, all stats, all records are thrown to the back door. It's what happened. I'm not playing it down. I've already.
Don't play
when
that
I was mentioning it, the facts were sweet.
Don't play that.
I have to bring the facts out. Okay. When it comes to derbies, even Liverpool, Everton derby, forget what about Liverpool has done in the past.
Yes.
Derby, things can actually change.
Very true.
Because of the tension and so on. And so
Very true.
The tension is getting.
Very true.
And if you take a look at it, looking at the stats, Manchester City also looks good.
They've had the upper hands when it comes to stats.
No, they have the players. They have the players
of the games.
Yeah, they have.
But by trophies, they are still.
So where would the pendulum swing? Are you on the part? Where will the pendulum swing?
Well, to be very honest, right, it's going to be a very dicey game. I hear Rodri's not going to be in that game, as well as.
I started about Rodri not being there.
Well, that's why I said I hear that Rodri.
He's actually not back. He was in the finals of the Euros. So
there we go. So it's going to be a very interesting game to watch. Manchester United also wants to make a statement. I mean, for the beginning of the season, they've had some very rough patch when it comes to the preseason games. And importantly, as it stands, they would also want to, start on the high. But it is, just like Mayowa did mention at the beginning of the show, it is quite an interesting start that whoever wins the Community Shield does not do well at the end of the season. But these are just some permutations that is neither here nor there. I'm hoping the Manchester United, does the needful, win the Community Shield, and of course do well in the course of the season. But then Manchester City is never a push away when it comes to competitions. Don't write them off. That's my personal opinion.
The fact that Manchester United ended last season with considered over 80 goals, and in the transfer market,
prediction I'm proud to say.
In the transfer market,
Manchester United have done the best business in the transfer window.
No. In fact, all the goals predictions immediately. I was expecting a much more active.
Okay, Nana has considered. How many goals has he considered in the preseason already? I think he has considered close to 6 goals already.
No. Talking about the Manchester derby, sorry, these guys are on their own. After the amount of goals Manchester United considered last season, I was expecting them to be very active in the market, going for defenders and getting their deals done on time.
And with some defenders,
they actually started early. They started well, having the likes of Zegzi and also Euro coming in.
Yeah.
But now looking at it, since those two, we have not been able to recruit anybody.
And
now we have an important match, and Yuri is out about 3 months. We have an important match
against Man City.
I'm not talking about that one. Having an important match as facing Man City, and now our backline is in total shambles.
Right.
Likes of Maguire and Lindelof are not fit.
He said they have alone.
They're just looking for something.
Why the Manchester Derby? Where would the pendulum swing, please?
Well, I want to start on lighter note.
Yeah.
I think we should begin to call David D prophet. I mean, he was one of those that said last season Onana will cross 70. I said I put my own at 50, but he said 70, and it happened. So please, David D, don't again this season. We are begging you, please. but in any case, I mean, the thing is this, like I've said, sometimes records are meant to be broken.
Right.
However, for the sake of the integrity of the EPL, I'd rather have Man City win the Community Shield and carry the bad luck of winning the Community Shield and not win the league.
What if we win? What if Manchester United win and there is no bad luck? Arsenal won last season and went on to the final days before losing the league.
See, James.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. Manchester United is not ready to win the league yet, irrespective of who we are bringing in now. I think we might do well this season in terms of our positioning in the
better win the only trophy that is available. The only trade that is available, which is the Community Shield. Which Premier League? Wait, this Man United.
Allow him talk now.
Why please continue?
If Banta was a bean, this is the
Why continue?
but I don't think we are there yet to win the league, and that's just it's just being honest and being realistic.
Why say wrong?
I think probably we might do well if Ten Hag gets his tactics right and the rest of that.
Right.
We might do well, but I don't think we are ready to win the league yet. However, if we are going by if I want to be superstitious, I want Man City to win the Community Shield and go and mess up. However, if you look at it on the balance of things, I think we're having a bit of issues with our defense line. And I think if you are looking at the pendulum, I think Man City is set up to probably win the Community Shield. I will not be surprised tomorrow if Man City is able to dispatch.
You guys should not forget their engine room will not be present.
What's the situation of Man United?
When you go through, Man United defense, at least the 5 and 6 will have Martinez and Evans who will feature. But when you look at Man City,
Martinez and Evans.
Yes,
okay.
When you look at Man City's midfield, go through over 2 seasons. Whichever any match, Rodri is absent, they struggle.
Okay.
Be it no matter who the team is, even if it's a relegation battling team, they struggle. Right. So the absence of Rodri and Phil Foden alone is actually a very big one. And also Walker joining in that list. I think you guys are looking at it now that there's no Rodri, who's going to be replacing him?
Well, as far as I'm concerned,
Calvin Phillips. Is it Calvin Phillips that wants to play Calvin that went on loan to West Ham? His first 3 matches, he cost to go and collected red card on the 4th game.
But James,
yeah.
James, the thing is this. Yes, we might say Manchester United might want to take the advantage of Rodri not being around because Rodri is very instrumental in how he is very instrumental in dictating the pace of the game based on the fact that he's always the one pushing play and just of that and cutting off play, and is very instrumental in building the attack and just of that. However, we also have to take cognizance of the midfield of Manchester United. Are we there in terms of our midfield yet? Yes, we had issues with our defense, but also remember last season, our play in the midfield was not so fantastic. Has that been resolved? Have we been able to get the right players?
Definitely not. Casemiro is going to be there tomorrow for you.
I mean, so those are the things that we need to look at. I mean, even the game that we were able to beat, Man City did not really do much. Yes, they were able to hold their own and just of that. But if you look at the duels and just of that, Manchester City had a whole lot of, advantage over our midfield, and that is still a problem. That has not been fixed yet. We are focusing on the defense, but we are not talking so much about the midfield, which is where our issue is, because sometimes when we also have issues in the attack. Rasmus is not going to be available to fix that, so that's also an issue.
He's out for 5 weeks.
Rodri will not be there.
Give off bad news.
Anyway, my to also make it interesting, there's who's going to play 9. Is this Zexi? Because Rasmus is not going to be available. And I saw a video of Zexi.
Did you say
who had the
Rashford
opponent?
or Rasmus?
Rasmus Højlund.
There is a Rashford who is still trying
No,
to.
I don't think Ten Hag will want to play. No, I don't think Ten Hag will want to put a Rashford in centre.
He says yes, Marcus Rashford.
I look at it from this point of view.
Okay.
Right? Rashford at this season wants to make a statement.
Definitely.
And as it stands, there is
You make
no
a statement when you have a statement that is worthy.
It is look.
That is worthy to be read and understood.
One thing.
There's a statement you don't understand.
One thing is only constant in life, and that is change. Every man is poised to change for the worse or for the better.
How many seasons have Rashford been given chances?
I'm just saying this season.
Since Ten Hag came, what has he been able to do with the chances?
Last season was his first season. He had about 28 goals or so.
Come on.
He had about 20 goals. Yes, that was last season. That was
just last season that he had. But here's the truth.
It was just last season.
I think he wants to. I think he wants to really try as much as he can. He wants to try as much as he can to really do better. But another most important part for me is the part of the midfield that we still have some legs there.
Okay.
There is Eriksen.
No, those ones, they know it's just retirement money.
I mean,
80 minutes,
for the love of it,
10 minutes.
Allow him go. I mean, let him go do some other things, some other place.
And the injury,
there is Casemiro as well.
The problem is
the injuries.
These are people that are not.
I think
the pace of the.
To
look at this thing critically. What's really wrong with Manchester United's defense? The moment they are buying players to even replace the ones that are not doing well, injuries going to pile up. You have Harry Maguire is injured, Victor Lindelof, Luke Shaw, even Wan-Bissaka who wants to leave, also picking up an injury.
Yeah,
I would just hope that Martinez will not get injured in training. Because it's appalling. Because after Lenioro, who was just signed and there was already hope,
you can never.
Now he goes out for 3 months. What is going on?
Anything that makes you want to betray, you can never betray to Manchester United.
I think
that's
I think they need to go for cleansing. Eric Ten Hag needs to go and see a pastor and ask questions. He needs to go and ask Ifa questions. What is going on?
Jerry, on a lighter note, there is a convention going on in RCCG presently. Maybe we have to tender the names of our players.
I will not be able to do that on your behalf.
I'm not tender the name of NFL but their president. We are going to.
Maybe as a fan, please make it as a prayer point tonight for tonight's service, so that something can be done, because it's appalling. How come?
On a very serious note, I think about a month or almost 2 months ago, I said the same thing on this particular show. Ten Hag needs to look at his training regimen.
Exactly, true, very true. I agree.
With the training regimen that keeps getting these players injured.
Yeah.
We cannot continue to go over this. Our player was injured, that was why we didn't do well. It's becoming consistent, and it's becoming consistent under Eric Ten Hag. Since he came, there is no season that we are not suffering. We are not having 4, 5, 6, 7 players injured.
Yeah.
And it doesn't serve us well, because these are the players that are very instrumental in terms of how we finish.
Because you keep buying
in the league.
Chelsea.
To review the training regimen, so that because the training is getting these guys injured, and that's the reason why we can't have them fully fit. I mean, how do you sign a player for 60, 70 million pounds, and the player will sit down for 3, 4, 5 months and will not be able to play? I've even forgotten that we have a player called Malacia, because he has been out injured for a very
over here.
So there's a need for him to.
Malacia is the Man United player. Please go ahead. You guys should say that guy. Nobody will buy an injured player. That is the situation. Casemiro is supposed to have been offloaded, and still one.
The problem, the problem
is too much money.
The problem Manchester United are having to sell those players is their wages are too high.
Like
Casemiro is earning about 350,000 a week. Even Fulham that wants to buy Scott McTominay. McTominay is earning about 120. How will Fulham be paying 120? Wan-Bissaka is earning about 90-100. That's one of the issues that is turning to West Ham.
It's an interesting thing that he mentioned.
Sancho now is earning about 250.
It's an interesting
Who wants to buy
Sancho?
I mean, for the love of it, check how your training regimen is like, so that you can reduce this number of injuries. Because the more you keep getting them injured, the more that, because we hear now that Manchester United will be busy in the coming days in the transfer market. You keep getting players, and they're getting them injured. You'll come to Chelsea for Old Trafford. Come on.
No, Chelsea.
And they need Wow, they have no sign delete.
David, you have to go there.
Chelsea.
I mean, that's what it is.
Chelsea out of it.
Because Chelsea is buying. I mean, they have the 50th player right now in the person of what's that name again?
Pedro Neto.
Okay.
Anyway,
He's so you know those yellow buses they use in American movie. They only like 4 for Chelsea team next season.
yeah. Anyway, we heard that Chelsea have agreed a £54 million deal for Wolves forward. Talking about Pedro Neto in a move that has quickly gathered ground with very few previous discussions taking place. And the 24-year-old battled long-term injuries last season, but has been regarded as Wolves' best player and was part of Portugal's European Championship squad in Germany. Neto is now set to undergo a medical prior to the move being completed, where he will become Enzo Maresca's latest signing ahead of the new Premier League season.
If they can buy Pedro Neto for 54, I think the total package is about 61 or 62 million.
How many years contract?
He's 24.
How many years contract?
It
should be
6 or 5 or 7 years. That's what Chelsea. That's the standard. That's Chelsea standard. 6 or 7 years.
And then Samuel Morodion is also
injury
prone.
The thing is, this guy is injury prone. He has never played one full season for Wolves. He's a good player.
He's not.
He cannot go. Only 3 of them.
By the way, the fact that you're even laughing is exciting for me because
I wonder what.
look more like you don't even have a solution to it.
No. I mean, it's very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the next one is gone.
Our network is not helping us here.
Chelsea fans are Bakamu. You know Bakamu. They have accepted their pick. They are quiet.
The great that Chelsea fans used to have when season starts. It has gone.
How will you sign? How will your squad be over 40?
Going into the new season, the season is so quiet. We're not seeing banter because
not hearing anything.
Chelsea fans have been humbled.
Because you are not certain of anything.
Last season,
they don't know what they are
going into last season when Togboli came in. It's the way shouting,
American money,
noise, American money. Is it your money? Is it your money?
Right now,
it's my money. It's not my money in this road.
Now they be concerned about emotions.
You know,
say something.
A Chelsea fan was even asking for a transfer ban.
Yes, not there are plenty now that please ban us. We don't want to sign again.
Let them ban them.
Let them be banned. Let them sign anybody again.
Why are you signing everybody? What's the problem? Why are you signing everybody? Everybody.
This Pedro Neto one is even surprising. Normally, you see news, you hear rumors of Chelsea are going for so player, Liverpool is going for so. Like we are hearing rumors of Liverpool going for Zubimendi.
I mean,
so when it happens, we will not be surprised. But in the space of 1 hour, 2 hours, they have completed the deal. It's already coming for medicals.
Nothing.
Money talks. Money is talking. Money is talking.
Money is talking without quality. That's a waste of money.
Money talks.
I don't want to be Enzo Maresca.
I don't envy a Chelsea.
How will you mind? When you have about 40 players, how do you line up 11?
And that's the part that Pochettino also fell for, because you had players you did not know how they play.
Maybe Togboli wants to apply that they should be using 22 players in each match.
Okay.
Maybe that's the plan.
All right.
So by the time that law is changed, the fact you guys will not have enough players.
The fact that
it's only Chelsea that will have 22 to play.
The fact that they have 7 goalkeepers and you can only use 1 at a time, that's what baffles me the most.
You have Kepa,
you have Petrovic. Yes, they signed a keeper. Yeah.
Yeah, James, so the thing is on a lighter note, you know all these Nollywood Yoruba films that somebody will go and do money ritual and you have to finish the money before they bring another money.
You get.
You have seen too many Yoruba movies.
It's looking like it because I don't understand. You buy things that you don't need.
Oh my God.
A Samuel Amorodion and a Nicholas Jackson. What's the difference?
I think Samuel is new.
Jackson is old.
His old was there last season. That's the difference. Anyway, that's not really our friend. We want to wrap this up. By the way, it's really awesome having you on the show this evening.
God.
We hope to have you on Monday once again to talk about the result of the Manchester derby. Hopefully, it swings in your favor.
It's always amazing to be here, and I hope Eric Ten Hag shock Liverpool and win the Community Shield.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
You have to shock Man City first too. Don't come and think about Liverpool. You are still playing in Liverpool in October. So calm down. Shock Man United, Man City first. James, are you going to shock Liverpool instead of Man City?
We are shocking both of you. And let's hope Chelsea don't kill us before Monday. And when we come back on Monday, we'll be hearing about 4 extra signings or 5 extra signings.
Nothing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible when it comes to Chelsea now.
I like the fact that I just mentioned that part, and for me, I hope I'm the one they will sign because, I mean, if I start collecting in pounds.
How old are you when they... How old are you because they have been signing 7?
Oh, guy, no concern you. Yes, I signed 4 years contract.
Okay.
And so we move. Thank you so very much for having me.
Anyway, this is what happens when Chelsea is in the transfer window. People begin to make offers that they are available. But anyway, big thanks to the guys behind the scenes talking about the likes of Manfred, not leaving out Samuel, Jeremiah, and Ike Chukwu. My name is Jerry Arpelion. Saying thanks for being a part of the show. Until we meet again on Monday, stay safe, enjoy the Community Shield as well as the Manchester Derby.